Hi there, it's James of Faithful Angelenos Sports. This is your rapid recap from the NCAA Eastern Regional, where tonight North Carolina has eliminated UCLA 73-66. Now, for the Bruins, Jules Bernard scored a team-high 16 points, and 4 Bruins scored in double figures, but that wasn't enough. The Bruins, which reached the Final Four last year, they finished the season at 27-8. There were 14 lead changes in the game. The last one occurred with about a minute to go when Caleb Love sank an extremely difficult three-point shot to lift North Carolina. North Carolina advances to face 15th seeded St. Peter's in the Elite Eight, and that game will take place on Sunday. What can I tell you about the game tonight that made a difference? Well, for the most part, UCLA got what it wanted. Okay, 4 players in double figures. The problem, in my opinion, was that they had 2 players going into the game that were nursing bulky ankles for either a short time in the case of Jaime Jaquez Jr. or in the case of a little more than a month with Johnny Juzang. Why do I believe that affected him? Well, Jaquez, who got injured on Sunday, only scored 10 points on 5 of 18 shooting. He looked like he was running well, but it wouldn't surprise me if that affected his shot a little bit. And the same for Johnny Juzang, who scored 14 points, but that's on 5 of 13 shooting, and that's not much better, okay? So, what I can tell you is that, in my opinion, the MVP for UCLA of this game was actually Tiger Campbell. He not only scored 15 points, but what UCLA, in my opinion, was banking on was the experience of having gone to the Final Four last year and its point guard, Campbell. Because what Campbell was, if you look, that guy was just straight up unflappable for pretty much the entire game. UCLA, very few turnovers, maybe at the most 7. At the last I checked, it was 6. He was in control of the pace of the game. North Carolina was the one who had to counter that. They wanted to up the tempo. They just couldn't get it done. Tiger Campbell was in control all night long. But where did the Bruins lose a little control? Well, I would suggest also in the first half, North Carolina was shooting less than 40% from the field. Second half, definitely over 40%. Caleb Love, who we mentioned earlier, only had 3 points in the first half. That means he scored 27 of his 30 points in the second half. I think UCLA is also going to regret the way they handled the final minute after Caleb Love made the tie-breaking shot. Jaquez missed the shot. Tar Heels get the rebound. Instead of going for the foul, UCLA allowed North Carolina to run the clock down. And then what winds up happening, they kind of got what they wanted. North Carolina missed a shot. They didn't box out. They just didn't box out. And the ball was tipped in after that. So, tough night for the Bruins. All things considered, you have to wonder what would have happened if both players were healthy. But at the end of the day, strong effort by UCLA. But injuries are legit. They're hard to overcome. Now, if you like the content that we put out for Faithful Angelino Sports, I encourage you to I encourage you to subscribe to my channel. We talk UCLA. We talk all LA sports every single day. And don't be afraid to comment if you think my analysis is incorrect. I'm not God. I understand. Feel free to let me know. Until then, have a good Friday night. I'll see you tomorrow morning. This is James. Take care.